Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraet. Nasta Prayashva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 12, Verse 1-2. Shri Badarayani Ruvacha Vrishadhvajo Nishamyedam Yoshidrupen Danavan Mohayitva Suraganan Harisomam Apayayat Vrisham Aruhya Girishaha Sarvabhutagane Prutaha Sahadevyaya Yau Drashtum Yatraste Madhusudanaha. Shukadeva Goswami said, the Supreme Person of Godhead, Hari, in the form of a woman, captivated the demons and enabled the demigods to drink the nectar. After hearing of these pastimes, Lord Shiva, who is carried by a bull, went to the place where Madhusudana, the Lord, resides, accompanied by his wife Uma and surrounded by his companions, Bhutagana, the ghosts. Lord Shiva went there to see the Lord's form as a woman. It's so unheard of, so special. Lord taking the form of a woman, that Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, the greatest of Vaishnavas, Shiva, he also wanted to see the form of the Lord, that feminine form of the Lord. Because out of all avatars, this is the only one where explicitly the Lord has taken a form of a woman. So Lord Shiva was also very curious. So he goes along with family. With his wife he goes. Sabhajito Bhagavata Sadaram Somaya Bhavaha Supavishta Uvachedam Pratipujya Smayan Harim. Supreme Personality of Godhead welcomed Lord Shiva and Uma with great respect. And after being seated comfortably, Lord Shiva duly worshipped the Lord and smilingly spoke as follows. Shri Mahadeva Uvacha Deva Deva Jagat Vyapin Jagadisha Jaganmaya Sarve Shamapi Bhavanam Tvam Atmaheturishwaraha. For those who contest and that Lord Shiva is supreme, etc., so we can tell this verse. Lord Mahadeva said, O chief demigod among the demigods, O all-pervading Lord, Master of the universe, by your energy you are transformed into the creation. By your energy you are transformed into the creation. And because the creation is also Lord's energy, and a Lord's energy is not different from the Lord. So Mahadeva is saying, by your energy you are transformed. You are the root and efficient cause of everything. You are not material. Indeed, you are the super soul or the supreme living force of everything. Therefore, you are Parameshwara. What Shiva is called Ishvara, but he is calling the Lord as Parameshwara, supreme controller of all controllers. The Supreme Person of Godhead, Vishnu, resides within the material world. Anything? Anybody saying anything?
Sorry, Prabhu. A chief demigod among demigods.
Yeah.
This is controversial, na Prabhu?
Why?
Chief demigod.
Yeah, I mean, demigod means that the all the gods are classified, who are less than the Lord are classified as demigods, right? But
More.
the Sanskrit word here, should see the Sanskrit word. The Sanskrit word is Deva Deva Jagat Vyapin. Deva Deva. He's Deva Deva. He's the gods among the gods. But Prabhupada translates it as demigods because people should not think that there are too many gods.
Mhm.
There are other gods who are called demigods. Anya Devata. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Anya Devata. So others are also called Devata only. In Sanskrit, they are Devata only. And Krishna is Parama Devata. But Deva Deva means the Deva among the Devas. The God among the gods. But just to distinguish from gods and demigods, Prabhupada is just translating it as chief demigod among demigods. So it could have also been chief god among the demigods. It's okay, it's the same. We have to understand the mood. Supreme Person of Godhead Vishnu resides within the material world as the Sattva Guna Avatara. Lord Shiva is the Tamo Guna Avatara. And Lord Brahma is the Rajoguna Avatara. But although Lord Vishnu is among them, he is not in the same category. So if just because Vishnu is in charge of Sattva Guna doesn't make him like Shiva or Brahma. Mm. Lord Vishnu is Deva Deva, chief of all the demigods. Mm. Since Lord Shiva is in this material world, the energy of the Supreme Lord Vishnu includes Lord Shiva. Mm. So Shiva is in the material world. Mm. So in the spiritual world, there is Sada Shiva. Sada Shiva Loka. Actually, no. Even that he is the yeah, in the spiritual part of the Sada Shiva Loka, which is in the spiritual world, he is actually a form of Vishnu. Uh, and then when he comes into the material world, he becomes Shambhu. Mm. Mm. Lord Vishnu is therefore called Jagat Vyapi, all pervading Lord. Lord Shiva is sometimes called Maheshwara. And so people think that Lord Shiva is everything. But here Lord Shiva addresses Lord Vishnu as Jagadisha, Master of the universe. Lord Shiva is sometimes called Vishweshwara. But here he addresses Lord Vishnu as Jaganmaya, indicating that even Vishweshwara is under Lord Vishnu's control. Lord Vishnu is the master of the spiritual world, yet he controls the material world also, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Dhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are also sometimes called Ishvara, but the supreme Ishvara is Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. As stated in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Parama Ishvara is Krishna. Everything in existence works in proper order because of Lord Vishnu. Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastam. Even Paramanu, the small atoms, work because of Lord Vishnu's presence within them. Shiva, in one line, he is explained, saying that you are transformed into the creation, which means that creation cannot exist without the Lord. Creation cannot function without the Lord. Creation cannot be destroyed without the Lord. He is Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the source of all energies that function within this material world. So there doesn't have to be any confusion about is anybody else superior to the Lord? No, he is Asamordva. There's nobody Sama or Urdhva. Sama Urdhva. Means not Sama is equal. Urdhva means up. So nobody equal, nobody above him. आद्यन्तावस्य यन्मध्यम् इदं मन्यत् अहं बहिः यतो व्ययस्य नैतानि तत्सत्यं ब्रह्मचिद्भवान्. The manifest, the unmanifest, meaning whatever is manifested, whatever remains unmanifest, the false ego, and the beginning, maintenance, and annihilation of this cosmic manifestation, all come from you, the Supreme Person of Godhead. But because you are the absolute truth, the Supreme Absolute Spirit, Soul, Supreme Brahman, such changes as birth, death, and sustenance do not exist in you. So everything comes from you, but you are not born. You don't have anything like death and maintenance. Hmm. Hmm. According to the Vedic mantras, Yato va imani bhutani jayante, everything is an emanation of the Supreme Person of Godhead. Uh, as stated by the Lord Himself, Bhumi Ravapo Nalo Vayu Kammano Buddhireva Chahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti rashtada. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, altogether these eight comprise my separated material energies. Bhinna prakriti. In other words, the ingredients of the cosmic manifestation also consist of the energy of the Supreme Person of Godhead. This does not mean, however, that because the ingredients come from Him, He is no longer complete. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Because He is the complete whole, even though so many complete units emanate from Him, He remains the complete balance. See, Prabhupada has translated this in an amazing way. Normally, when we take something out of whole, out of something, then there is something remaining, which is called balance. And whatever is comes out of that, suppose say you have some, dough, wheat dough, right? Uh, you take out some wheat, some dough from that whole dough of wheat. What will happen? That you taken one small part, so it's not the complete unit. It's a partial unit which comes out. Partial part of the dough comes out, and then what remains is the balance, which is lesser than what it was before you took out that one piece from the dough, right? But Krishna is so Purna that before taking out anything from Krishna is Purna. Even after taking out whatever comes out is also Purna. Whatever remains is also Purna. So whatever comes out is Purna because this material universe which comes out of the Lord is self-sufficient. It's complete in itself. Whatever is required for its functioning, Krishna has put in the universe and packaged it. And there's nothing extraneous, nothing required to be got from outside. And hence the material universes are also complete. Now, just because these universes came from the Supreme Lord doesn't mean that the Supreme Lord became incomplete in any way. He remains complete. Whatever remains after the creation of the universe is also complete. The you formed universe is also complete. Achintya. Thus the Lord is called Avyaya, inexhaustible, meaning the completeness of the Lord doesn't exhaust. It doesn't get over. Not like, okay, after maybe a zillion universes, Lord will become incomplete somehow. No. Inexhaustibly, He is complete. Unless we accept the absolute truth as Achintya Bhedaha Bheda, simultaneously one and different, we cannot have a clear conception of the absolute truth. The Lord is the root of everything. Aham Adirhi Devanam is the original cause of all the Devas or demigods. Am Sarvasya Prabhavaha, everything emanates from Him in all cases. In all cases means this is Sanskrit cases. It's called Prathama Vibhakti, Dvitiya Vibhakti, like that. Nominative, objective, positive, negative. Whatever we may conceive of in this entire cosmic manifestation is in fact the Supreme Lord. So whatever we see, we should see that it is the Supreme Lord. Even a demon is Supreme Lord, a demigod is also Supreme Lord, a dog is Supreme Lord, a cat is Supreme Lord. Not because the Supreme Lord has become these and he is now does not remain Supreme Lord anymore. Because everything is an emanation of the energy of Krishna, and energy and energetic are non-different. So we can say the energy. Material world is the energy. Material world is the Supreme Lord. For him, there are no such distinctions as this is mine and this belongs to someone else because he is everything. He is therefore called Avyaya, changeless and inexhaustible. Because the Supreme Lord is Avyaya, he is the absolute truth. Advaya. Advaya means no duality also in Krishna. And is the fully spiritual Supreme Brahman. Actually, why these verses have to be, why the opulence of the Lord has to be understood? Because sometimes we suddenly forget. We become so much engrossed in our life situations that we sometimes forget Krishna's supreme position. So sometimes we have to remind ourselves, saying that no, 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 we're not dealing with some ordinary person here. Um, I might become ignorant about Krishna's supreme position. Does not mean that Krishna's supreme position is reduced in any way. So when we are worried about our life and life situations, etc., we should just simply remember whom are we dealing with here? Is the Supreme Lord. Mm. He is Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the Parameshwara and Jaganmaya. He's that supreme person within whose control everything lies. Everything. So then we should have faith, Rakshishati Vishwaso. Krishna will protect. And one important thing is criteria for Krishna to protect is not our qualification in any way. It's just our faith and dependence on Krishna. It's like children depend on parents. Now, parents are not evaluating the qualification of the child before giving protection. They just naturally give protection. Whether even if one of the children of a parent is bad or has bad habits, still the parent will protect, and but still at the same time guide, give guidance so that they can rectify themselves. So Lord, sometimes out of humility, devotees say, no, 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 but I'm so small. Why will the Lord protect? No, but actually, that's in one way that humility is okay, but it also somewhat brings down the position of the Lord, saying that He can't protect somebody, Hmm. Which is atheistic in that sense, right? Because Lord can protect anybody. Lord can do anything He wants. Hmm. Only thing we have to think, okay, am I qualified for this mercy from the Lord? Why should the Lord protect me? What am I doing in His service? If I'm not doing anything meaningful, then it's okay. Why should we pray? Hmm. And like that, maybe devotees might think out of humility. But there's no question about incapability of the Lord to protect. There's no situation like that for Krishna. Hmm. He can, everything is under His control. Tavaiva charanam bhojam shreyaskama nirashishah visujyo bhayata sangam munayas samupasate. Few devotees or great saintly persons who desire to achieve the highest goal in life and who are completely free from all material desires for sense gratification engage constantly in the transcendental service of your lotus feet. So Shiva is saying, pure devotees who desire to achieve the highest goal in life. What is the highest goal in life? Is to achieve association of Krishna. Uh, to achieve association of Krishna in Goloka is the highest goal. Uh, Many times we say, no, no, Krishna Prema, and then let Krishna put us anywhere, we are ready to go. No, devotees actually don't like to go anywhere. They don't want to leave Krishna and go. But if Krishna wants, they'll say, okay, Krishna, if you wish, it's your desire. It's your desire, then it's okay. But not voluntarily, not that they'll say, no, no, it's okay. Uh, anyway, Krishna's Nama is not different from Krishna, so I will be here and chant Hare Krishna. No. uh, Whatever it is. Even if they've achieved perfectional stage to realize that the Nama is not different from Krishna, still they want Krishna. Because the whole process of chanting is to bring us in touch with Krishna. Right? So why settle for anything else when one can get personal association of Krishna? Of course, for service, devotees might say, okay, Krishna, if you want, I can go. Hmm. And they're completely free from all material desires for sense gratification. Hmm. And what do they do? They engage constantly in the transcendental service of the Lord. They don't want break. Hmm. Oh, yesterday also Mangalarti, today also Mangalarti. No, today let's take a break. Huh? There are some devotees here who couldn't even get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And now they're getting up at 3:45. Hmm. So constantly we have to engage in transcendental service of Krishna. That's all that we have to do. And those who are working, you can engage through your outcome of your work, by engaging the outcome of your work in Krishna's service. And with the mindset saying that this is not for me, it's for Krishna. Hmm. And daily devotees who are making progress on the path of devotion, they will feel that they don't want to work. That is their advancement. I feel they don't want to work, but inevitable. Right now, they have to work to take care of their material responsibilities. Mm. But Krishna willing, like that is why Prabhupada wanted these farms. And there are farms, then devotees can be there without having to work outside, just in the association of other devotees and uh, all the time doing devotional service, which should be something that all working grihasthas should aspire for, should hanker for. Mm. Mm. I used to always think, when will that day come when I don't have to go to office? And Krishna manifested that. So Krishna will manifest. Just that we have to have that desire. Mm. Brahmacharis to should desire. When is that day when my color of my dress will change from white to orange? When will that day come? Like that we have to keep looking, aspiring for something more in spiritual life, for making progress. Mm. One is in the material world when he thinks I am this body and everything with reference to my body is mine. Ato graha kshetra sutapta vitter janasya moham aham mameti. This is the symptom of material life. In the materialistic conception of life, one thinks, this is my house, this is my land, this is my family, this is my state, this is my money. I'm not going to give it to anybody. Hmm. But those who are Munaya, saintly persons, following in the footsteps of Narada Muni, simply engage in the transcendental loving service of the Lord without any desire for sense gratification. And they use everything that Krishna has given them to serve Krishna. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway. Anyavilashita shunyam gnana karmadi anavritam. Either in this life or in the next, the only concern of such saintly devotees is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, they are also absolute because they have no other desires. Being freed from the dualities of material desire, they are called Shreyas Kamaha. Kama means desire. They are desirous of Shreya, ultimate benefit. In other words, they are not considered with Dharma Artha Kama. The only concern of such devotees is moksha, liberation. This moksha does not refer to becoming one with the Supreme like the Mayavadi philosophers. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained that real moksha means taking shelter of the lotus feet of the person of Godhead. Muktir hitva anyatha rupam swarupena vyavastitihi. Swarupena vyavastitihi. Being in our constitutional position, that is mukti. Mm. The Lord clearly explained this fact while instructing Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya wanted to correct the word mukti pade in Srimad Bhagavatam. So he changed it from mukti pade to bhakti pade. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, it's wrong. There's no need to correct any word in Srimad Bhagavatam. He explained that mukti pade refers to the lotus feet of Vishnu, who offers mukti and therefore called Mukunda. So mukti pade means not at the feet of liberation, but at the feet of the person who gives liberation, who is Vishnu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, no need to change. It's not referring to the different processes like or mukti, bhakti, etc. It actually refers to Lord Vishnu. Mm. A pure devotee is not concerned with material things. Don't care. Mm. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says he becomes careless. Of course, we are to be careful with this also. We can't be just careless just because Krishna is saying. If we are alone, we can be careless. And but we have to take responsibility of our carelessness, meaning If you're overly transcendental, we have to take responsibility of that. Hmm. But those who are in Girastas should not become careless, because then it will add more pressure for others. He's not concerned with religiosity. This we should not be concerned about. We should not be concerned about Samanya Dharma, Artha, Kama. He's interested only in serving the lotus feet of the Lord. So this is okay. This is required for a pure devotee. But not being concerned about material things at all, it requires a little bit more conducive environment. If both, say, husband and wife in a family don't care about material things, then it's good. If one cares and the other doesn't care, then it becomes problem. So then the person who doesn't care should little bit show care for the sake of the other person who has some material care. Hmm. त्वं ब्रह्मपूर्णम् अमृतं विगुणं विशोकम् आनन्दमात्रम् अविकारमनन्यदन्यत् विश्वस्य हेतुरुदयस्थितिसंयमानाम् आत्मेश्वरश्च तद् अपेक्षतयानपेक्षः. My Lord, you are the Supreme Brahman, complete in everything. Being completely spiritual, you are eternal, free from the material modes of nature, and full of transcendental bliss. Indeed, for you, there is no question of lamentation. Also, for devotees, there is no question of lamentation. Since you are the supreme cause, the cause of all causes, nothing can exist without you. Yet we are different from you in a relationship of cause and effect. For in one sense, the cause and effect are different. You are the original cause of creation, manifestation, and annihilation, and you bestow benedictions upon all living entities. Everyone depends upon you for the results of his activities, but you are always independent. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina matsthani sarva bhutani na chaham teshva Maya tatamidam sarvam, tatam meaning I pervade jagat avyakta murtina, by my avyakta murti. There's vyakta murti, avyakta murti. Avyakta murti means unmanifested, which means energy. Matsthani sarva bhutani. All beings are in me. Nachaham teshu avastita, but I am not in them. This explains the philosophy of simultaneous oneness and difference, known as achintya bheda bheda. Everything is Supreme Brahman, yet the Supreme Brahman is differently situated from everything. Indeed, because the Lord is differently situated from everything material, is the Supreme Brahman, Supreme Cause, Supreme Controller, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. The Lord is the Supreme Cause, and his form has nothing to do with the material modes of nature. The devotee prays, as your devotee is completely free from all desires, your Lordship is also completely free from desires. You are fully independent, Swarat. Although all living entities engage in your service, you do not depend on the service of anyone. Uh, living entities engage in the service of the Lord, but the Lord doesn't require any of our service. First time I heard this, I felt very bad. Saying that, see, Krishna doesn't require our service. Uh, because that way Krishna is Purna. So he doesn't require our service, but he requires our love. He wants our love. He doesn't want our service for the sake of service. He is not in need of anything. But when that service is done out of love, then he accepts the love in that service. Not that is hungry and wants to eat. But yes, Krishna is hungry in front of Yashoda Mata. Because otherwise Yashoda Mata is going to become very distraught. She's going to feel very bad that Krishna is not into eating anything. So Krishna shows pastime of eating, but he's eating not the food that is given, he's eating the love. He's accepting the love. Although this material world is created complete by you, everything depends on your sanction. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Matta Smritir Gnanam Apohanam Cha. Remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness, everything comes from you. Nothing can be done independently, yet you act independently of the service rendered by your servants. Living entities depend on your mercy for liberation. But when you want to give them liberation, you do not depend on anyone else. Indeed, by your causeless mercy, you can give liberation to anyone. Those who receive your mercy are called Kripa Siddha. So there's sadhana siddha, there's kripa siddha. Very, very rare case. Mm. Like Putana, she got mercy of the Lord. She didn't do any devotion. To reach the platform of perfection takes many, many lives. Nonetheless, even without undergoing severe austerities, one can attain perfection by your mercy. Yesterday, somebody is asking me, saying that, okay, does it mean that we will up to Nishta, it is our endeavor, and after that, after Nishta, it's mercy? No, every stage of our life, every second of our life is mercy of Krishna. Uh, Not that till some stage we can make progress without having mercy of Krishna. No, not possible. Hmm. So mercy of Krishna is absolutely required for us to make any kind of progress. Devotional service should be unmotivated and free from impediments. We have been talking about this unmotivated, not just material gain, but even spiritual, uh, like La Puja Pratishta, all these are not there, they become motivations for a devotee, right? And our bhakti must be free from impediments. Mm. Impediments means something, when I make such statements, we have some very overly transcendental devotees. I get worried making such statements. But we should try not to succumb to our bodily condition. Yeah. Okay, some little bit headache. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Just go on with your service uninterrupted. Ahaituki. Apratihata. It cannot be obstructed. This is the position of nirashishaha, freedom from expectations for results. Nirashishaha, no expectation of results. Hmm. So such person, he's unmotivated. He's not expecting anything from his devotion. He just wants pleasure of Krishna. And so he does that irrespective of his material situation. A pure devotee continuously offers transcendental loving service to you, but you may nonetheless offer mercy to anyone without depending on his service. That is Krishna's prerogative. He can decide whom to give mercy. But generally, those who offer transcendental loving service to Krishna, Krishna reciprocates by giving mercy. But nobody can hold him responsible or accountable, saying that, hey, see Krishna, this devotee did so much transcendental loving service for you. You didn't give perfection to this devotee. No, that is not in our hands. That is in Krishna's hands. Hmm. So we cannot say, yeah, I've been doing service for so many years. Uh, I'm running center, temple. I have so many devotees that are depending on my guidance. So Krishna, I think you are sufficiently impressed with my services. So give me mercy. No. Krishna says, get lost. So only Trinadapi Sunichena we might hope to get some mercy. And we can hope because we are so useless, worthless souls that it's like that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we sing Sri Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dayakara More. Toma Vina Ke Dayalu Jagata Samsare. Who else is more merciful than you? Hmm. Patita Pavana Hetu Tava Avatara. Your avatara was because you came as Patita Pavana. And then Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Mosama Patita, there's nobody else. Though nobody else more fallen than Mosama Patita Prabhu, na
ना
koi
पाए बिहार
na
ना
paai bihar. So there's nobody else who is more fallen than me. Mm. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very mercifully gave me as the first bhajan I sang in ISKCON. And then I could realize saying that, I'm most fallen. And so we have to understand that only when we think that we are fallen, not artificially, but really have that feeling saying that I'm so fallen, only then we can make progress. And the more we are progressing, the more we feel that way. The more we are feeling I'm important, I'm this, I'm that, means that we have still some time to make progress. And as devotees make progress, they feel, oh, I'm so unqualified. Why should Krishna give mercy to me? Then, but we have no other hope. Huh? Whether we can think of ourselves as qualified or not qualified or whatever, the only option or only hope is Krishna's mercy. There's no other hope. If Krishna doesn't want to look at us, we are most unfortunate. And so we have to just hope and beg that Krishna can look at us and turn towards us. Okay, so we'll stop here. If there anybody has any questions, comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Pranam, Prabhu.
Prabhu, you're hearing any feedback from me? No, right?
No.
Okay, because the speaker is on downstairs in Rohini.
Okay.
Okay. So, Prabhu, the question is because when Lord Shiva visited the Lord, right? So, Krishna. So it is said that he visited along with Bhutaganas, right? The ghosts.
Yeah, ghosts and goblins.
So I mean, it's just surprising that the ghosts get to see the Lord, right? And then do they get any benefit out? Because once you see the Lord, right, you're kind of liberated, or what is this? I mean, like,
Yeah.
what benefit do they get? Because they are accompanying Lord Shiva everywhere, right? Even they're going to see the Lord. What benefit do they get, Prabhu? I mean, do they get out of that situation, or?
Yeah, okay, good question. I have not heard any of our acharyas writing on this topic, but I'm just speculating from whatever I understand. See, the first thing is that they have got association of the greatest Vaishnava is the greatest mercy they've already got. And the
Yes.
Lord has actually given the responsibility of those jivas to Lord Shiva. So it's up to Lord Shiva now how he is going to give mercy to them. Right? See, normally the Lord doesn't interfere with the mercy of the devotee, because the Lord has actually given that mercy to the devotee, meaning he's empowered the devotee to give mercy. So first thing is he will not himself interfere with the mercy process. Like for example, that's why that yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, right? If Guru is pleased, then Krishna is pleased. It's very rare that Krishna becomes pleased directly without one not having a guru, or without even if Guru is not pleased, Krishna becoming pleased is unheard of, right? So it's a very, very, very rare situation. However, the other thing also is the mercy that one gets by being in the presence of the Lord. Like for example, all those all those soldiers who died on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, seeing the beautiful form of the Lord, they achieved Vaikuntha. So I'm sure there will be some mercy, but unlike Kurukshetra, where those who were just there were soldiers without them being under the shelter of a Vaishnava, right? But in this case, all these ghosts and all are under the shelter of Shiva, so it's questionable. I mean, it's difficult to answer what the Lord would do. Possibly, my guess here is that he will not interfere with the mercy of Lord Shiva, and he will let him take charge, take full control, is what I think. But I'm speculating.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, and then these Bhutaganas, I mean, what is their next path forward,
Yeah. So
Lord is accompanying
they will make progress through the like because they have to come to human form, right? So they will get mercy because of that mercy of the mercy of Lord Shiva. They will make progress in their eternal journey.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. That's the reason why Shiva actually gives mercy to such hopeless jivas whom nobody else takes responsibility of them. So Shiva takes responsibility of them and makes sure that they can make progress. Now again, we've not really studied about philosophy about how Lord Shiva's mercy works. But again, general terms, general philosophy, I'm saying they will make progress in their eternal journey, which means that they will possibly move higher stages of higher types of bodies they should get and make progress. But like Krishna's kripa is also special, sometimes kripa siddha, Maybe there is some extra special mercy of Shiva also, which we don't know.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Even the opposite side armies got Vaikunta when they
Yeah.
died
Everybody.
in
Everybody.
Kurukshetra.
Yes. Opposite only mostly. Because they were seeing the beautiful face of Krishna.
Okay.
Just simply see, Krishna is so transcendental that if you simply look at him and say, "Oh, he's so beautiful," that's enough. That's enough to go to Goloka. Today I was hearing one lecture by Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam, he was explaining. He said, even if you try to understand Krishna, you will go back to Godhead. Because I was speculating about this word, saying, how can it be so simple? Maybe Tattvataha means actually realization, meaning achieving the stage of perfection. But Prabhupada clarified, saying, no, simply attempting to understand Krishna will qualify you for going back to Krishna. Simply attempting. So we have to be sincerely, just we should be trying to understand Krishna. So Krishna is mercy is adbhuta. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Only just one statement in the beginning of introduction. In the introduction of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna, to enjoy, he manifests his internal potency, right? Radharani. But
Mm.
he says Radharani is more enjoying than him.
What has Prabhupada actually written? You can't say that.
No. It is like Krishna wants to enjoy, but Radharani is more enjoying.
Radharani is not enjoying. Radharani is experiencing more happiness. See,
Yeah, more
the
happiness.
words
Yeah.
that we use we have to be very, very careful when you're speaking philosophy. This word
Okay.
enjoying means by my endeavor, or I will enjoy irrespective whether the other person enjoys or not. No, it's not like that.
Okay.
Radharani's case is she experiences happiness, bliss, which is beyond what Krishna can experience because of her love for Krishna. So this is
Okay.
what Krishna wanted to understand, saying that what is this? What is it that she is experiencing? What is her love? So he like God gets bewildered. I can't understand her. And so he decides to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But her happiness is completely dependent on the happiness of Krishna. It's not independent. So she doesn't try to enjoy. She experiences happiness when Krishna is happy. But that happiness is more than what the happiness that Krishna just experienced. That is the inconceivable position of Radharani. That is her pure love, which has no equal.
Okay.
So the word enjoyed should be attributed to only
Only
Purusha.
Krishna,
Right, Prabhu?
only
Only
Krishna.
Purusha.
Krishna is the only enjoyer.
Yes.
Everybody is enjoyed. And as a result of being enjoyed, if the enjoyer is happy with the object of enjoyment, then the object of enjoyment experiences happiness or ananda. This is the philosophy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, anything else? Okay, you close here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhyo patidana bhavane vaishnavibhyo namo numanante koti ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pranam, Prabhu. Pranam to everybody.